Come and do the awards for the sorry.
Ready, guys? Ready? Okay. 2, 1, go!
This will stink.
Right.
Don't you two try that.
No.
You were through that bonnet.
You're going to catch me?
No.
Perfect. Come on, guys. What, you want to? Oh! Oh, you hear that cracking? Right. This one. Wait. I've got Sue in that one. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Can you help me get an ass in it? That's perfect. Sorry for the language, children. It's bad.
Well, here we are at the end of the 2012 Colin McRae Forest Stages, and I have the winners of the 205 Ecosse Challenge on the event and the winners of the class for the season. Congratulations, Tom and Sue Hind. So, Tom, it's been a tough season, but from what Sue was saying, I think today went according to plan. How was the day with you?
I wouldn't say it went according to plan. We had, quite a couple of things crop up. I found myself for the first time for many years actually quite nervous this morning. I think because we were just beating the tie break last year and we really did want to win it again this year because we lost out last year. And that first stage was, my arms were aching at the end of the first stage because I was holding on so tight. I just didn't want to do anything wrong. But once we get the first stage out of the way, we sort of settled into it. Stage 2, pretty rough, but we get through it okay. Third stage, quite the long one, we broke the rear shocker and we weren't able to change it for the next short stage. So visions of the space side last year came into mind because it was the exact same thing that happened and we tried to drive with it and we rolled the car and destroyed it. So, well, okay, I did. But that short 4 miler was a very long short 4 miler. Even Sue's throat, you could hear the nervousness coming through her calls. And we just made sure we got through it. The guys did a fantastic job in the management section, the next section. Put them on a nice new shocker for the next stage. Car run faultlessly. And then the last stage we just had some fun and just thoroughly enjoyed it, made sure we were smiling at the end. So if you say that's gone according to plan, then it did. So I can't grumble, I'm really pleased.
Okay, can you just hand over to Sue now for a moment? And what were the traditional superb Perth stages like today, Sue?
Rocky. They were a challenge, to be honest. It was quite rough on a couple of them. I was just saying to Tom as we were coming back that a rock had hit the underside next to my seat in the last stage, and I'd actually seen the paint fly. But that's fine. That's all part of going into the forest. So yeah, there was some very fast ones. Thoroughly enjoyed it though. It has been a good day, if not stressful with the shock absorber, because I was thinking that a reshell was on its way again. So, but no, good.
Thank heavens you were in full health today. When we last saw you down in Newton Stewart, you weren't in full health, but
I was really quite poorly.
you were. So it's good to see you return to full strength and keeping this man on the go now. Just looking back on the season, you've had to work for it, but you are the first. You set a record today. You are the first non-junior to win the 205 Ecosse Challenge.
Is that right?
You are the first senior, oldie, whatever we want to call it. So you'll be with us for quite a few years, Tom. So yeah. Tear to the eye.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be the last.
What tear?
Yeah, I'm going to put the car up for sale and give it to somebody else. It's an excellent car. It should do somebody very proud. But I don't think I'll be out next year, but you never know. but I don't see me not coming back out. I think Mark spoke in his last interview that it won't be his last time back, and I think it'll be the same for me because it's such a fantastic championship. I mean, this year, getting into the McRae, there was 5 of us mathematically could have done it. And that's fantastic for the sport and fantastic for the championship. And same with the Civics, they were the same. Any one of the Civic drivers could have won today. So no, again, credit to the people who are involved in the championship, like yourself and all the other guys. Fabulous championship, wonderful. And I'll tell you, if I didn't have an extension to build next year, I would be back, I know that. Okay. I mean, today, I mean, especially, Stage 2 was talking about the conditions at Rocky. I mean, I found myself having to pick my lines at time and go offline. So you were going to some real slippy, rough stuff. And again, what I was really pleased with was the Hancooks. The Hancooks come into their own again. You could go offline and go into the marbly stuff. And as long as you had the confidence to keep the power in, they did the job and they pulled you around the corner. And a lot of people were having punctures. I mean, people were having to stop in stages for punctures and coming out of the stages with punctures. We can't never let me down. The Hancooks did the job again. So all season I've got to take my, again, I think over the whole 2 seasons I've had 1 puncture with the Hancooks, and that was my fault because I went in the rough. I went off the stage.
And I think also just your presence and what you've done, if you look at Jordan and Scott today, I mean, they've lifted their games. I mean, they have really been going at it.
Oh, fantastic to see them. I mean, I think all day it was nip and tuck. I think it was 0.3 of a second getting into the last stage, which is, that's fabulous. I think on my last note, I think we've got to take our hat off and a big congratulations and a major thanks to John McClory and brick&steel. Without their support over the last 10 years, John, thanks very much from me and I'm sure from Sue. Thank you.
You speak on behalf of the whole championship, Tom, but thank you very much. So the next event will be on your home territory. So we'll all be there for B&B, cheap B&B on the Friday night. So if you need cheap, phone Tom. Thank you very much, guys, and congratulations. It's been a real pleasure working with you.
Thanks, David.
Here we are at the end of the 2012 Colin McRae Forest Stages, and I have the winners of the Civic 1600 Ecosse Challenge, Grant Ingalls and Robert Gray. So Grant, we'll start with you. It's been a memorable day. You've not just won the class, you've actually won the championship, the Civic Ecosse Challenge class in the championship. So starting off with today, it was anyone's guess in the morning, but the day kind of developed. How did it go with you?
It did. Well, it kind of. We went out. We had to win today. That was the bottom line. Graham he was a few points up on us going into this last rally, so we didn't have any option but to win. So we thought we might as well give it a wee go from the start. Get out of our comfort zone. Unless we've scared ourselves, we're not going fast enough. So we get through the first couple of stages. We thought they were okay. I was a wee bit surprised that we did get some time up on Graham and a couple of other people, believe it or not. But it went better than we thought. So when we went back to service, it was okay. We were going back out into the third stage, Ecosse, which is a great stage. You can really wind the car up. So we're looking forward to that, just to see how Graham was going to come out the traps after service. And we got not far into Ecosse and we passed him with his bonnet up. So that sealed the fate for the day for Graham, unfortunately. Which then made it a wee bit awkward for us because we weren't sure. The stage is great, you're wanting to go and everything's telling you to go as hard as you can, but you've still got to get to the finish as well now so we could pick up the points obviously and get back here. So it was a kind of fine balance between going fast enough, or not going too slow to make a fool of yourself, and not going fast enough so you fell off and made a bigger fool of yourself. So it kind of planned out. We kind of slowed down as the day went on, but it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Did you feel you surprised yourself a bit on the first couple of stages with the pace you were?
I didn't think we were, to be honest, that we messed up a couple of the hairpins. We came out and we thought it was okay, could have been better. So I was quite surprised when I seen the times, and we got a wee buffer going into the third one. So I was quite pleased. There's
a message there somewhere. So but now after the end of your second year in the Honda, the front wheel drive, are you finding the conversion from two-wheel drive rear?
Apparently you can teach an old dog new tricks. It's just, I'm not as scared, if you like, of front-wheel drive as I was. I was a wee bit wary. You're going into corners, because the front's steering and driving. I kept on expecting it to kind of scrub wide and understeer off and whatnot, but to be fair to the car, it's great. It's really chuckable. You can have a bit of fun. Left foot brake gets the back end out, and it just keeps pulling and pulling, and they're quite unburstable. Apart from Graham's Force, it's been good to us, and it takes a lot of abuse, and it just keeps coming back for more. So they're good wee cars. We're going to enjoy it.
Well, thank you for that. And over to Robert. No gardening or agricultural work today, Robert, I see. You seem to stay on the black stuff most of the time. And how do you find, how are the stages? I mean, you've been in the Purser stages before.
A few times, yeah. The stages were great. A bit slippy to start with, first thing this morning. And it kind of dried out a bit. I think it was the fourth stage was a bit rough, because it had just been regraded by the looks of it, and it was a bit rough in places, but we got through it, got to the end. Got the result.
Where did you miss Drummond Hill a lot?
Not really, no.
No.
Really, no.
No, there's still good stages in there.
Yeah.
Ericty's a brilliant stage.
Ericty is, yeah. You can really get flowing.
Craig Finney's good fun as well. You can get at that. It was slippy in bits in there.
Yeah.
Griffin was okay. There was some rough sections, but Dogan and Tar just what to talk about.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah, no, so
that was. Hey, the rest of it was a shame because the rest of the stages were great.
excellent.
I enjoyed it.
Excellent. So the season as a whole, I mean, you are the champions of the Civic 1600 class, which must give you some joy, because you had to fight for it all year. I mean, we've not had a big turnout in the class, but it's not been all one way.
No. Graham's been he's been faster than us all year. I mean, the Merrick, it was actually the long stage in the Merrick. We learnt quite a lot in that, believe it or not, because it was almost like a test. You could try taking different corners and different gears and just trying a couple of things. So we came out of the Merrick with the pace up a wee bit, and I was a wee bit happier. So we came here with the help type attitude and might as well give it a go, and it's kind of worked out well. So who'd have thought?
Well, but that was the thing for us anyway today. It could have been any one of three in this class and any one of five in the 205, so it's been an exciting kind of day. So anyway, the end of an exciting season. The next one will be the exciting prize giving, so we all have to travel with that. But anyway, thanks very much, guys. It's been great to see you, and the green and white standing out car in terms of colours. So thanks for a great season, and it's great to see you with the crowns on at the end of the year. So
Thank you.
are you ready? Now, who's your daddy? Grant's your daddy. And what was he doing today?
Rallying.
And did he do well?
Yes. Yes.
And you're proud of him, are you? Yes. So, and your daddy? It's the same. He's Grant as well. Okay. And what did you think of his performance today?
Good.
Was he a worthy winner?
Yes.
Upholding, you're on the hat as well. Anyway. Yeah. And is this the first time you've been at a rally to see Dad?
No.
No, you've seen him before.
We've been here before.
We've been at Aberdeen, Elgin.
Oh, you've been everywhere. And did he do better today than there? He did. You can't do better than winning, can you? No. And your dad? Who's your dad?
Robert.
Right, Robert Gray. And what about his performance? Was he good today, do you think? And what was he doing? Was he keeping Grant on the road, telling him the instructions? So he'll get a special breakfast tomorrow, will he?
Hey, we got a pint tonight?
A pint tonight, okay. And what are you going to say to Dad now that he's this champion? What are you going to say? Nothing. Oh, you could at least congratulate him, eh? No. Anyway, thank you, the three of you. See, there we go. We've got it all.